Okay, I'm back. Yay. Kinda sick, so apologies for the voice, but let's get into it. So, I'll be reviewing the third episode of Miss Marvel, but just to put it out there, I'll say quickly what I think about Obi-Wan, because I won't be making a video about it. It sucks. Everything I said was mostly wrong. One thing they did give us, like I said previously, was the epic fight, which wasn't really that epic because it kind of created a whole plot hole into the canon now. So, other than that, Miss Marvel sucks. This show is technically the Greek wedding, but just make it Pakistani. And yeah, I get it. I guess the whole Pakistan culture is cool and everything, but it does not belong in Marvel, a comic-based cinematic universe. No one really cares. We need something we can relate to, and sorry to break it to you, but most of the audience can't really relate to this. And those who can, good for them, but you killed off the majority. I'm sick and tired of saying this, but character development. We need to see a character go through stuff. This Kamala is quite a privileged person. Sure, she's Pakistani, but she has a family. They seem to be quite wealthy. She seems to be going well. She goes to school with over enthusiastic bullying, but she doesn't really face any challenges. She's just given this power, and now she's using it. Though we did see some development in her power use, though it wasn't really enough. And it's quite a disappointment because I still don't think that, as wacky as the other power she has in the comic, it's still better than this. Also, the pacing of the show is quite horrific. The first two episodes were spent doing completely nothing, and then the third episode we get introduced to like eternal people, and then they turn out to be bad, and then she fights the eternal people, and she coincidentally wins because some agency comes in with supersonic guns, which really leaves the episode leaves it unexplained for now. But who cares? The important part is that 90% of this episode were Pakistani culture and dancing, because that's what we all want to see in a superhero movie. Why give us a good story and a good superhero when you can just throw in the Pakistani culture and then call everyone racist when they criticize it? It seems to be working, so why not just continue doing it? And keep in mind, this is a superhero TV show, so why are we spending so much time around her family? Like, I hope there is some build up to the family being some celestials or something as well, because that's the only thing that can save what they've been doing so far, giving us random family scenes and developing their characters. And I mean, any smart show would be doing that for a big plot twist, but it's a bit too obvious, and if they're gonna do it, they really fail at subverting the expectation. Also, if the dad doesn't turn out to be some Pakistani Hulk, I'm canceling the Disney Plus subscription. Now, going back to the pacing thing, which is definitely the biggest problem in the show so far, besides giving us pointless culture that has nothing to do with the character development at all. The pacing seems to be very off because you see, we get introduced to these eternal people, and they turn out to be good. They tell her they want to help her or some shit. They don't really explain why, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, help me." And then they want to kill her and everyone on the wedding. like I said, this is the Greek Wedding, just Pakistani version. It's just a sitcom, but, you know, Marvel, keep stacking that cash, Disney. You're doing very good, little mouse. Also, let's talk about the Peter Parker ripoff being really into Miss Marvel now. I mean, he's known her for so long, they clearly have a friendship status, so why is he into her all of a sudden? And, why didn't he express the feelings before? And why is he struggling to now? Just because he's jealous of the other guy that came in? Also, don't get me wrong, I mean, I hope I'm not wrong. Isn't the guy that she's into like 100 years old? Or is it just everyone else but him? Because I'm pretty sure they said they've been around for 100 years. So she's technically dating a 100-year-old man. Well, that beats Steve Rogers' personal record in dating younger people, doesn't it? We had Steve Rogers date his girlfriend's daughter. This guy's dating like someone's granddaughter now, so way to go. Breaking the world records. All in all, I won't spend my Wednesday any more of this shit. Look, if you want to watch it, go on. But just know that you will get like 10% enjoyment. Nah, that's overestimating. For like 5%. And if you're Pakistani, good for you. This is clearly made just for you and you only. Well, that'll be about it. Have a good one, lads.